All right, let me make sure we live real quick. Give it a few seconds, see if some people come in here. All right, let it load. All right, hold on, let's see. Notification gang, where you at? Where you at? Noti gang. Where we at? Where we at? Yo, what up? It's your boy Trey Little Go Crazy, and I'm back with another video today. I'm talking about your boy Lecrae and my experience meeting him. As you can tell from the title, and I also had a picture of him in the thumbnail, I met Lecrae, and this was years ago. You can see my hair was a lot shorter. And Lecrae is a big he is a big topic. A lot of people like to talk about, oh, he sold his soul, he fell off, and all these different things, right? So I'm gonna just talk about my experience meeting him, and I'm also cool with some of his producers. I know some of the artists on his label, all this stuff, right? So I just want to talk about it. Noti gang in the building. What up, y'all? What up? Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Make sure you like this video so more people see it. I need you to click off, like the video, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. So I met a lot of artists. I met a lot of famous artists. I met NF. I met Ace Hood from the Woke Up in the New Bugatti song. I'm constantly around artists because of what I do, because I do the music and stuff like that, right? So years ago, I think maybe about 5-6 years ago, I was on tour with a band. I'm not with them no more, but I was with this band, and we were traveling all around the country doing concerts, festivals, and all that, right? And then we started doing some of these massive festivals. You know, a lot of people don't know this about me, but we were doing these massive festivals. And I met so many famous artists like Switchfoot, you know, like NF, Lecrae, man, I met everybody that I used to listen to at the time, you know what I mean? So then I always looked up to Lecrae, especially once I started my spiritual journey. I was always a Lecrae fan because I just related to his story, and I felt like he was speaking to me when I was getting out the streets, and I related to his story a lot. So it started when I was on tour. I think I was somewhere northern Michigan, and I heard he was gonna be there, and I was opening up, and I was hanging out. I'm looking around. I meet his manager. His manager was super cool, Derek Arms, I think. Dude was fresh as heck, man. He just looked like he was a star, right? So yeah, he was his road manager, so he was super cool. He sat and talked to me, and this is before anybody knew who I was. Yeah, make sure y'all like the video and subscribe. This is before anybody knew who I was, right? I was just some kid with a dream and hopes. Nobody took me serious. We were just opening up at these festivals. It was 2,000 people there, I think. And yeah, we did the show. It was lit. So we got to hang out at the festival that whole day. And then I sat and talked with his manager. We exchanged emails. It was amazing. That's what artists do. Sometimes the phone number, but if they don't know you like that, they exchange emails. So Derek was like, oh man, you're a fan of Lecrae? I'm like, of course. He I want to take you to meet him. And this is when he had, I think around the time he had the Grammy, and oh man, his name was buzzing, huge, right? Massive. This was a huge deal. His manager's I can take you to go meet him now. I was like, no, are you serious? And this for me was oh my gosh. It was like meeting Jay-Z at the time. That's what it felt like, you know? So I'm sitting there waiting. All his fans lined up who bought VIP. His manager was really nice enough to let me bypass all them just because he thought I was a cool dude. I told him my story about coming from the hood, living in Detroit. Just was being myself. So I'm waiting. All of a sudden, Lecrae comes off the tour bus. Huge, massive guy, buff. And I'm like, yo, that's Lecrae. And then he shaking everybody's hand. He comes straight up to me. His manager, Derek, was like, y'all want to introduce you to somebody. He's from Detroit. Boom, boom, boom. And then we ended up shaking hands. Lecrae was I'm like, man, thanks for everything that you do, man. You've really paved the way. You've helped me, encourage me, and just you inspire me a lot. Thank you for all that you do, bro. And that's all I wanted to say is thank you for all that you do, man. Keep going. Don't give up. And that was it. We took a picture. But he listened. He was super nice, super kind, loved his fans. And my experience with him, he just had some really good vibes and some good energy. It really wasn't that long. We kicked it for a minute or two. That was literally it because he had a busy schedule that day. But he was just super humble, very gracious, very very down to earth, very nice. You know what I mean? So I'm kicking it with his team, and I'm like, his team are just some solid guys. So I see a lot of stuff on the internet like Lecrae Illuminati, Lecrae sold his soul, Lecrae fell off, Lecrae this, right? And I think a lot of people are scared because he's grown and changed a lot. And he's also made a lot of mistakes and admitted those mistakes about, just being like, he's done some stuff that, he probably would have been against. So he started out in his rebel days. He was super religious and all that stuff, right? And then he became a lot more like liberal just in his faith and stuff like that. And just not being like super legalistic about stuff. But he just started being more down to earth. But then people had problems when he started collabing with people like B.O.B. He started taking pictures of Lil Wayne, Kendrick, and all that. And people started to think that he sold his soul, So my thing was like, man, I don't know if I meet some of these guys, it's going to be some seances and all that, right? I mean, I used to think, but not with the Christian artists. I used to think, man, when I meet like the Jay-Z's and when I meet the Kanye Wests and when I meet the Lil Waynes, like, are they going to be trying to get me to like sell my soul? Like, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, these Christian artists ain't really doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I was thinking. And the more that I got to meet his team, like, I'm friends with one of his producers. Like, me and him homies. Like, I can text him right now. One of their coaches, like one Andy Minio's DJ Ray Rock, like, he a cool guy. Like, these are normal guys with normal lives, families, and they make mistakes. I see a lot of people in the comments talking about, why are you taking pictures with Nipsey Hussle? He's going to hell. I'm like, wow, why would you? Like, what? You know what I mean? And when people talk like that, for me, it's like a lot of those people who do that, you know what I mean? A lot of those people who do that, they're really like, they have these fears of like, what if they fall? Because I remember when I first started, like, my spiritual journey, start following God and stuff like that straight out the streets, I became really self-righteous and like legalistic because I had this fear of like, what if I fall into the world and the world get me and, demons and everything is evil, clothes, I can't wear earrings because these earrings got meanings and all that stuff, right? And that's how a lot of people be, but they don't understand that Lecrae is influencing so many people and people that, he probably, like, a lot of people can't influence. You know what I mean? The thing is, he hasn't been perfect. He's made a lot of mistakes, and he's admitted that. If you want to know if he has any secrets, I mean, he talked about it in his book. He talked about it in his album. I didn't read the book, but I've read some of the, like, the whatever forwards and, like, snippets and stuff. It might change. It might not, but at the same time, try to tell me what to do, so people got to stop trying to play accountability on the internet and know that these are real people. I made a video about NF that's going viral. People bashing the heck out of NF, and that ain't in sheep's clothes. I'm like, bro, you don't even know me, bro. Like, I don't know you. I never met you in my life, bro. But I think a lot of people on the outside see Lecrae and they see his life. They see these artists. They see these entertainers. And then they have these fears and these insecurities rather than just, like, praying for them or just trying to message them and just build a relationship. You know what I mean? They making these exposed videos and they blowing up and getting famous off these exposed videos and then turning around saying that other people are doing stuff for attention when they doing the same thing. So people need to breathe, man. People need to start chilling. But anyways, y'all, that's enough of that rant. I hope y'all having a good day. Make sure I like this video. Make sure I subscribe. And got any questions, y'all? Ask me in the comments. I'll be reading these. Let me know what y'all want me to talk about, what y'all want me to react to, what y'all want to see on my channel. Let me know, man. Couldn't do it without y'all. Happy, I guess, December, man. We almost in the new year. We about to make it, y'all.